A very good morning, viewers. Welcome to the Morning News Show, where we bring you the latest headlines and insightful stories to kickstart your day. I'm Kohina Sharma and you're watching CNN News 18. Let's start. And first up, we are discussing the fiery reply of PM Modi to Rahul Gandhi's questionnaire. Now, a no-confidence motion against the BJP government was defeated in the Lok Sabha by voice vote as the opposition staged a walkout, complaining that the PM did not speak on Manipur. Now, Prime Minister Modi said that peace will prevail in Manipur and Congress is the real reason behind the unrest in the northeast, pointing to various events in the history, now exhibiting full confidence that he will return in 2024 as the Prime Minister with even bigger mandate for the NDA than in 2019. PM Modi further added that the people of the country have no confidence in the Congress and that the new opposition alliance was full of arrogance where everyone just wants to be the Prime Minister. PM Modi also took a dig at Rahul Gandhi, calling him a failed product. Meanwhile, Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was suspended from the House for allegedly attacking PM Modi and disturbing the ministers.
विपक्ष का अविश्वास प्रस्ताव हमारे लिए शुभ होता है। मैं हमारे विपक्ष के साथियों से यही कहूंगा कि आप तैयारी करके क्यों नहीं आते जी? थोड़ी मेहनत कीजिए। और मैंने 5 साल दिए आपको मेहनत करने के लिए। 18 में कहा था कि 23 में आप आना, जरूर आना। बार बार उनका अपमान करती है। कभी चुनावों के नाम पर उन्हें अस्थायी रूप से फ्लोर लीडर से हटा देते हैं। बिट्टू जी, हम अधीर बाबू के प्रति अपनी पूरी संवेदना व्यक्त करते हैं। यहां दिल से बात करने की बात भी कही गई थी। उनके दिमाग के हाल को तो देश लंबे समय से जानता है, लेकिन अब उनके दिल का भी पता चल गया। पाकिस्तान सीमा पर हमले करता था। हमारे यहां आए दिन आतंकवादी भेजा जाता था और उसके बाद पाकिस्तान हाथ ऊपर करके मुकर जाता था, भाग जाता था। बोले हमारी तो कोई जिम्मेवारी नहीं है, कोई जिम्मा लेने को तैयार नहीं होता था। और इनका पाकिस्तान से ऐसा प्रेम था कि वो तुरंत पाकिस्तान की बातों पर विश्वास कर लेते थे। HAL तबाह हो गया है, HAL खत्म हो गया है। भारत की डिफेंस इंडस्ट्री खत्म हो चुकी है। ऐसा न जाने क्या क्या कहा गया था HAL के लिए। आज HAL सफलता की नई बुलंदियों को छू रहा है। कुछ ही दिन पहले बेंगलुरु में आपने मिलजुल कर करीब करीब 1.5-2 दशक पुराने UPA का क्रियाकर्म किया है, उसका अंतिम संस्कार किया है। लोकतांत्रिक व्यवहार के मुताबिक मुझे तभी आपको सहानुभूति जरूर व्यक्त करनी चाहिए थी, संवेदना व्यक्त करनी चाहिए थी, लेकिन देरी में मेरा कसूर नहीं है। देरी में मेरा कसूर नहीं है, क्योंकि आप खुद ही एक और UPA का क्रियाकर्म कर रहे थे और दूसरी ओर जश्न भी मना रहे थे। और जश्न भी किस बात का? खंडहर पर नया प्लास्टर लगाने का। इनको भारत के लोगों पर विश्वास नहीं है, लेकिन इस सदन को मैं बताना चाहता हूं, इस देश का भी, भारत के लोगों का कांग्रेस के प्रति नो कॉन्फिडेंस का भाव बहुत गहरा है। मैं मणिपुर के लोगों से भी आग्रहपूर्वक कहना चाहता हूं, वहां की माताओं, बहनों, बेटियों से कहना चाहता हूं, देश आपके साथ है, ये सदन आपके साथ है। हम सब मिलकर के, कोई यहां हो या ना हो, हम सब मिलकर के इस चुनौती का समाधान निकालेंगे, वहां फिर से शांति की स्थापना होगी। मणिपुर की स्थिति पर देश के गृह मंत्री श्रीमान अमित शाह ने कल 2 घंटे तक विस्तार से और बड़े धैर्य से, रत्ती भर भी राजनीति के बिना सारे विषय को विस्तार से समझाया, सरकार की और देश की चिंता को प्रकट किया। 5 मार्च 1966 इस दिन कांग्रेस ने मिजोरम में असहाय नागरिकों पर अपनी वायुसेना के माध्यम से हमला करवाया था। और बड़ा गंभीर विवाद हुआ था। कांग्रेस वाले जवाब दे, क्या वो किसी दूसरे देश की वायुसेना थी क्या? पता नहीं क्यों कुछ लोगों को भारत मां की मृत्यु की कामना करते नजर आ रहे हैं। इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या है? ये वो लोग हैं जो कभी लोकतंत्र की हत्या की बात करते हैं, कभी संविधान की हत्या की बात करते हैं।
लोग कहते थे कि प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर पे बात नहीं करते। प्रधानमंत्री ने पूरी चर्चा कर दी मणिपुर के ऊपर।
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने पहले से ही तय था, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जितना नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए काम किया उससे ज़्यादा कोई काम नहीं किया। इसीलिए उन लोग का जो अपोजिशन का जो इल्ज़ाम था, वो इल्ज़ाम सुनने के लिए उन लोग तैयार नहीं थे, उसका आंसर सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं था, इसलिए भाग गया। उन लोग का कैपेसिटी नहीं है क्या इसका ऊपर में प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो वक्तव्य है उसका ऊपर में कुछ सुनने के लिए वो तैयार नहीं था। खाली राजनीतिक चाहिए, केवल पॉलिटिक्स, ओनली पॉलिटिक्स, दे हैव डन पॉलिटिक्स, नथिंग एल्स। डेवलपमेंट जो है हम लोग का गवर्नमेंट का टाइम में हुआ है, प्रधानमंत्री जी का नेतृत्व में हुआ है। तो और फिर क्या, आज पूरा देशवासी देख लिया कैसे भाग गया वो, कैसे राज्य सभा में भी वो 276 करता रहा। जब 176 में हम लोग नोटिस किया, उन लोग को सुनने के लिए कैपेसिटी नहीं था, खाली केवल राजनीति का बात बोल रहे। हम लोग कर देते हैं ऐसे, पूरा देशवासी इसको समझे, देशवासी का सामने एक विचार रख दिया जो प्रधानमंत्री ने किया, उसको आप लोग देखिए।
लोकसभा में आम आदमी के पार्टी के सांसद को सस्पेंड किया गया और अब हमारे लोकसभा के नेता अधीर रंजन चौधरी को सस्पेंड करने की ये नई प्रक्रिया। तो बार बार बीजेपी इंडिया अलायंस के एमपीज को सस्पेंड करके हमें अपनी आवाज़ रखने से हम पर बाधा डाल रहा है, लेकिन हम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे, हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, हम मिलकर काम करेंगे। हम अपने अधिकारों के लिए और लोगों के मुद्दों पर हम अपनी आवाज़ बुलंद रखेंगे और हम अंत में जीतेंगे। अफसोस की बात कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने मणिपुर में जो उनकी राज्य सरकार, केंद्र सरकार, डबल इंजन की सरकार विफल हुई है, उसकी जिम्मेवारी नहीं ली।
58 visits by the Prime Minister. Pavitra, today the Prime Minister once again highlighted what the Northeast means to them, and he said the Northeast is going to be on the way of development.
He today spoke in the Parliament that Northeast मेरा जिगर का टुकड़ा है, and it's not new. He always considers Assam and Northeast as Astlakshmi, as the jigar ka tukra, and vice versa. We, the people of Assam and Northeast, also love him, respect him, and we have immense trust and confidence upon him. So we are really grateful being an Assamese, being an Northeast.
The fact is that they have deleted expressions like murder of Bharat Mata and so on, which are not defamatory. The use of the word murder is metaphorical. It is suggesting that by saying the murder of Bharat Mata, it means that the idea of India is being annihilated. Similarly, to say that you murder of democracy doesn't mean you committed a murder. It means that you have destroyed democracy. That is the kind of message. What is even more amusing is that the same speech was quoted by BJP speakers like Smriti Irani, and it's not been expunged in their speech. So it has been expunged from Rahul Gandhi's speech, but the reference to it in Mrs. Irani's speech is still there on the record. So we have requested the speaker to reverse the expunction.
Now we are getting an important piece of input where it is reported that the opposition alliance India Party's parliamentary floor leaders meeting is supposed to be held at 10 a.m. to discuss the suspension of the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and other issues that are being raised in the Rajya Sabha. Now the Congress Lok Sabha MPs are also likely to meet at 10:30 a.m. to discuss suspension of leader of opposition at CPP office. Now it is the last day of the monsoon session and all these fresh face-offs are likely expected to happen in both the houses today. Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was suspended from the house for allegedly attacking the Prime Minister Modi and disturbing the ministers. Well, joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Arunima. A very good morning, Arunima. Well, what more details are we gathering on this prospect where the opposition leaders are looking forward to hold a meeting to discuss the suspension of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary?
Last day of the monsoon session, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has created a record of sorts. You in history books, you will not see leader of the opposition getting suspended for unruly conduct. Those references are really few and far between, if any. And that's what the leaders of the India Front are pointing out, that this is not heard of, this is unheard of, that you suspend the leader of opposition. And Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary himself said that the references for which he has been suspended have been misunderstood. He made a reference to Nirav Modi, saying comparing Nirav Modi with the current Prime Minister. And then he clarified to say that when he meant Nirav, the word means somebody who doesn't talk, somebody who keeps quiet. And because in the Manipur context, the Prime Minister has not spoken, and therefore that reference was being made, and it was misunderstood by the Treasury and the Speaker. Now that he has given this clarification, when the leaders of the Congress bloc and the India bloc go and meet the Speaker, will they be able to convince them to reverse his suspension? That is what remains to be seen. It's only half a day left. I mean, today is the last day of the monsoon session. Second half is for private members' bill. So it's more symbolic than anything else. But India Front parties and Congress party does want to ensure that Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's expulsion is reversed.
Thank you so much, Arunima, for all the details. We'll continue to track the story as day progresses and we get more developments on this. Now, moving our focus to CEC debate. Now, it's the final day of the monsoon session, but fresh face-off is expected in both the houses today after the Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal tabled the Chief Election Commissioner Bill in Rajya Sabha yesterday. Now, the Election Commissioner Bill aims to replace the Chief Justice of India with a Union Minister nominated by the Prime Minister. Now, in the new bill, the committee will comprise of the Prime Minister, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, and a cabinet minister who is being nominated by the PM. Remember, in March, the Apex Court had ruled that a 3-member panel chaired by the Prime Minister, the leader of the opposition in the Parliament, and the Chief Justice of India will advise the President over the appointments of the polling officials. Meanwhile, the opposition has accused the Modi government of trying to turn the Election Commission into a partisan body. Now, opposition further said that they will oppose the bill. Let's take a look at some of the political reactions in this context.
I haven't had a chance to look at the bill, but certainly it does seem to be rather unusual. We will have to see in what form we take it up and whether we object, because the fact is that the Chief Justice, his participation in the exercise was part of what guaranteed the independence of the selection process.
This is an anti-democratic thing. It is a step to capture the election commission itself. They had changed that thing and made it as Prime Minister, leader of opposition, and a cabinet minister, which means that the law minister or the home minister will be part of it. which will completely keep the election commission in as a department of BJP, and this is a step towards destabilizing the neutral institutions in India. Therefore, we oppose it, and we hope that all the democratic forces will unite to oppose this kind of move by the government of India, and we will oppose in the parliament also when it is going to be tabled.
The bill will be introduced. I think we will see to it, and on such issues we will have a stand, and we are always very particular that these things should happen in a transparent and in the right manner. We have got our own responsibility. We will look into it.
मैं लगातार एक बात कह रहा हूं, 24 का रिकॉर्ड टूटेगा वो तो मैं देख रहा हूं। एक बिल लेकर के आए हैं जिसमें चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया को हटा दिया है इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के चयन के प्रोसेस से। तो अब अगर पूरा रिगिंग ही कर लीजिएगा, जब आप ही तय करेंगे कि 3 में से 2 सदस्य आप ही होंगे मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त और चुनाव आयुक्त की नियुक्तियों में, तो मैं तो समझता हूं फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन अब हम पुराने दिनों की बात होगी कि एक वक्त था जब इस मुल्क में फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन हुआ करता था। बहरहाल मामला 24 का नहीं है। 23 के अगस्त के महीने में प्रधानमंत्री जी मणिपुर इंतजार करता रहा कि आपके मुंह से मलहम जैसी कुछ बातें होंगी। आपने तो अपने पॉलिटिकल रैली टाइप भाषण कर दिया।
Clearly, it is their motive to sabotage the neutrality which little have on election commission. It is totally unacceptable. Because what is the point of then? If election commission is become the department of Modi government, then what is the point? Actually, what this government is doing, they are sabotaging entire democratic values and principles of this country. Clearly, they are going like a dictatorship.
प्रजातंत्र के इतिहास में संसद में आज एक काला दिवस था। चुनाव आयोग हिंदुस्तान में प्रजातांत्रिक और निष्पक्ष चुनाव करवाने वाली आखिरी इंडिपेंडेंट संस्था है। मोदी जी उसे भी मोदी इलेक्शन कमीशन बनाना चाहते हैं। चुनाव आयोग को अब मोदी चुनाव आयोग बनाने के लिए आज राज्य सभा में चुपचाप तरीके से द चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर एंड अदर इलेक्शन कमिश्नर्स अपॉइंटमेंट कंडीशंस ऑफ सर्विस एंड टर्म्स ऑफ ऑफिस बिल
Well, as the centre introduces the bill and opposition fumes over it, fresh showdown is likely on the cards in the parliament today. Well, it will be pertinent to note and see what happens as the day progresses. But for as of now, we are slipping into a very short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
करके उसे भी छीन लिया और प्रतीक को देखा कि ये गाड़ी चलाने के लिए ठीक रहेगा। 1920 से खेल चल रहा है और उनको लगा कि तिरंगा झंडा देखेंगे तो लोग देखेंगे उनकी बात हो रही है। ये उन्होंने खेल किया। वोटरों को बुलाने के लिए गांधी नाम भी हर बार वो भी चुरा लिया। कांग्रेस के चुनाव चिन्ह देखिए, 2 बैल, गाय बछड़ा और फिर हाथ का पंजा। ये सारे उनके कारनामे उनकी हर प्रकार की मनोवृत्ति का प्रतिबिंब करता है, उसको प्रकट करते हैं और ये साफ दिखाता है कि सब कुछ एक परिवार के हाथों में सब केंद्रित हो चुका है। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, ये इंडिया गठबंधन नहीं है, ये इंडिया गठबंधन नहीं है, एक घमंडिया गठबंधन है। ये इंडिया गठबंधन नहीं है, घमंडिया गठबंधन है। और इसकी बारात में हर कोई दूल्हा बनना चाहता है, सबको प्रधानमंत्री बनना है। सिर्फ नाम का सहारा है, जिन्हें सिर्फ नाम का सहारा है उन्हीं के लिए कहा गया है दूर युद्ध से भागते, दूर युद्ध से भागते, नाम रखा रणधीर। दूर युद्ध से भागते, नाम रखा रणधीर। भाग्य चंद की आज तक, भाग्य चंद की आज तक सोई है तकदीर। भाग्य चंद की आज तक सोई है तकदीर। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, इनकी मुसीबत ऐसी है कि खुद को जिंदा रखने के लिए, खुद को जिंदा रखने के लिए इनको एनडीए का ही सहारा लेना पड़ा है। खुद को जिंदा रखने के लिए इन्हें
Hello and welcome back. You're watching CNN News 18 and we are quickly moving our focus to a breaking piece of input where the Supreme Court Collegium recommends transfer of judge who refused relief to Rahul Gandhi in 2019's defamation case. Now, SC Collegium recommends transfer of Gujarat High Court's judge Hemant M. Prachak. The Gujarat High Court judge had dismissed Rahul Gandhi's plea for staying his conviction in 2019's defamation case. Now, these are the inputs that we are getting. Interestingly, the Collegium includes Justice B.R. Gawai, who was heading the bench which granted relief to Rahul Gandhi. Now, in a latest report that we are getting as of now is that the Supreme Court Collegium recommends transfer of the judge who has lately refused relief to Rahul Gandhi in 2019's defamation case. This is an important piece of input that we are getting, and joining me on the broadcast is my colleague and legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar. A very good morning, Ananya. What more details are we gathering, and why? What are the proposed recommendations for the transfer of the judge?
Well, there are no, as per any reasons that are given for the transfer. And in fact, not only him, but there are many judges who have been transferred. There are almost 23 transfers that have now taken place, which includes the name of Justice Hemant M. Prachak. But at the same point of time, we have to also remember that this comes at a time, days after Rahul Gandhi was denied, a relief from, the Gujarat High Court, and we saw how, in fact, the Supreme Court criticized the way the judgment from the Gujarat High Court had actually come in, and in fact had noted and made certain observations about that. But though, these transfers are probably mostly, administrative order, but we to see that these were the these might also have been a circumstance where such a transfer could have been thought of by the Collegium, but at the same point of time, there is no kind of clear reasoning given out by the Supreme Court Collegium with regards to why these judges have been transferred. There is no kind of a particular, reasoning that is given out. It's just for, and it is the prerogative of the Collegium to actually can make transfers of judges in order to get a smooth functioning of the High Courts and, in fact, the Supreme Court. So, very, very categorically, this must have been a decision that has been taken very administratively. But this also comes at a time when we've seen how, in fact, the Supreme Court criticized, the judgment that was there by the Gujarat High Court and, in fact, the low court of Gujarat as well. Kuina.
All right. Ananya, help us understand that this SC in the past had criticized the judgment of Gujarat High Court and the Sessions Court for neglecting certain aspects. Could you take our viewers through these aspects and break it down for them on why that has actually led to the transfer of certain set of judges in the Gujarat High Court as well?
Well, definitely, in fact, Justice B.R. Gavai was the one who was hearing this particular matter, and in fact, he had given out certain observations clearly saying that, how, in fact, this is something that should be seen, and in fact, that certain judgments are coming in from the High Court. He also said in the judgment that, and it was the judgment, the bench that clearly said that there should be some kind of, sensitization, and that there should be people reading, in fact, having more constraint over it.
All right, thank you so much, Ananya. We'll continue to track the story as the day progresses. For as of now, all that we are gathering is that the Supreme Court Collegium has recommended the transfer of Gujarat High Court's judge in this case. Well, it's a wrap from my side. Stay tuned to CNN News 18 for more news and updates. Thanks for watching.